Hello, my name is Jean Campos, your UCP representative, supply of the Premier Paint at Canadian Tire. I'm here today with
Jason Bonnell-Cormier. I'm your Premier Paint Specialist.
Today we're here to talk about the one coat coverage with the Premier Infinity, and we'll show you how to obtain it step by step. Let's go.
Let's go.
So Jason, step one.
Step one is the most important part,
Yes.
picking your color. Here at Canadian Tire, vast majority of our colors have a little circle and a check mark in it. That's how we know that that color is a one coat color when applied with our Infinity brand.
Perfect. So check mark means
That's good to
for-
go.
All right. Now Jason, step two.
Step two is your applicators. Make sure that you're using high quality applicators, such as the ones that we have here. This is to ensure that that thicker, heavier paint that you're using in a one coat coverage will stay on the brush and on the roller. One thing to mention, make sure that when you're using a roller, it's a lint-free roller because of the weight of the product.
Really important, yes.
Also, watch the millimeter diameter of the nap. A 10 or a 13 is best suited for this type of product, especially when you're DIY. The bigger the nap, the more product, the easier it is to have a mistake.
Perfect. And as you can see in the image right now on your screen, you see the difference between a good quality applicator like the one you're holding here and a lower quality applicator.
Absolutely,
with
John.
Infinity.
This is how we get from in the can onto the wall and being proud of the project we just completed.
Perfect, perfect. Now Jason, step three.
Step three is getting the product onto the wall, surface prep.
Surface prep, yes.
Once your surface is prepped, you're ready to roll. In that process, you need to make sure that any drywall that you have repaired has been primed off.
Okay.
You need to use a stain blocking primer, such as we have here at Canadian Tire, to make sure that odors are covered, nothing is going to bleed through.
No stains on the wall.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you're going from a drastic color, all from light to a big bold color, make sure you're using the tintable primer. Your baseboards and your windows are taped off, your switch plates are off,
Obviously, yes.
and you're ready to roll.
Okay, perfect. Finally, Jason, the last step.
The last step is getting the product onto the wall.
Yes.
There is a technique that should be used when you're using such a high quality performance paint, and that basically means that you're going to work in a 4 foot by 4 foot square on your
Okay.
wall and work across. Within your 4 by 4 foot square, you make a W.
Okay.
Once that's in, you fill in the W to fill in your square.
As you see it on the screen right now.
Absolutely, and then you move across the wall and then down the wall until you have a finished product.
Perfect. So that means do not stretch the paint, right?
Absolutely. Really, really important not to stretch this kind of paint. So basically, you're going to make sure that your roller is saturated.
Yes.
And as you're moving across the wall, you're not pushing hard on that roller. When you're pushing hard on the roller, you're actually dividing the properties of the paint. When the paint is drying in a high performance paint like this, it essentially needs to find each other, to smooth out, to cover any sections that you may have missed. But when you're stretching it, you're losing the product.
Perfect, I understand. So basically it's a time saver paint.
It is, so take your time.
Exactly.
There's no reason to rush with this paint. You're already saving time by using a one coat coverage, paint and primer in one.
Exactly. So it's a one coat coverage. You don't have to do 2 coats and you won't have to do another coat for a long time.
Absolutely. This is an amazing paint. You have all the time in the world to get it done. Take your time and do it right. You will not be displeased.
Thank you very much, Jason. Again, your input is greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
hope
it.
this answers your questions. I hope this will help you a lot in your project. Please feel free to communicate with your clerks behind the counter at Canadian Tire. They can help you out too. Have a good one.